What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back with another classic video. Here we are going to talk about Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls once again. As everybody knows, approximately like a week and a half ago, Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls was revealed by Arc System Works, and it was one of the biggest attractions when it came to the reveals on side of Mortal Kombat. And everybody just went crazy about it. Everybody just loved the art style and the gameplay, and people really do think that this is going to be a massive hit. On side of what happened when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is that the characters that they showed 8 characters, you know, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Miss Marvel, Doctor Doom, and a couple of others. Now, there is no guarantee. There are going to be a lot more characters that are going to be revealed when it comes to this fighting game. Me personally, I've gone on record by saying when it's all said and done, we may see 100+ characters in this particular Marvel fighting game. I could be wrong, but from what it's looking like and from what it's being seen when it comes to the potential character select chart that I'm going to show y'all later in the video, we could possibly see 100+ characters in this fighting game, including DLC. So in this video here, what we are going to discuss is my personal wish list of superheroes and supervillains from Marvel that I want to see show up in this game when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. A couple of these characters are going to be obvious because I kind of feel like a couple of the characters that I'm going to name off are already guarantees because they are already iconic characters, and a couple of these characters always show up in fighting games like this when it comes to Marvel. But still, what I have done here, I've got a list of 10 characters that I want to show up when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Now, as I said, a couple of these characters are pretty much guarantees because of the iconic status of them, but most of these characters, most of them haven't even been in a Marvel fighting game yet. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And a couple of those characters, I will be talking about why I feel like it's their time to be in a game like Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. But before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more real talk shit like this. We are going to get into the wish list right now. The 10 characters that I want to see in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Let's go. Alright, so this is the character grid that we could possibly see when it comes to the character select screen of Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. As you can see here, it's not guaranteed, but this is something that we could definitely see similar when it comes to the game being released whenever it gets released in 2026. And as you can see here, the 8 characters that have already been revealed, and we see 30 total slots right there. So we could possibly see 30 characters in the base roster of this game. And like I said, I think we're going to see much more, especially if this game runs for a long time, which I think it will, because Arc System Works, they really do know how to make a game run for a long time, and we've seen that with Dragon Ball Fighters and how long that game ran. So I'm not going to fill in all of these slots. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I'm only going to fill in 10 of them because, like I said, these 10 characters I'm going to name off, these are the characters that I've wished for, and I really do think that these characters deserve to be in a game like Marvel Tokon Fighters, and we're going to start right now. First character that we're going to start with that I feel like should be in Marvel Tokon Fighters is Jean Grey. Now, over the years, when it came to the Marvel vs. Capcom years, you know, a lot of Marvel buddies of mine have always said that we'll probably never see Jean Grey in this type of fighting game. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because people think that Jean Grey may be a little bit too overpowered for fighting games such as this. But I'm the type that's like, you know what, when it comes to these tag team fighters, there's really no such thing as an overpowered character. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because it's tag team. It's really just a whole bunch of super moves and combos going on. So there's really no such thing as an overpowered character in these type of games. And I really do think Jean Grey would fit in well. It's really time for Jean Grey to show up in one of these Marvel games. Jean Grey's presence is really thin when it comes to a lot of these Marvel games. And then the Marvel games that she has been in, she hasn't played a good role in these games. Like say for instance, like the X-Men game for the Sega Genesis, Jean Grey was only in the game to help you from falling off the damn map. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, over the years, Jean Grey done got done dirty when it comes to being in a lot of these Marvel games, and I kind of feel like she would fit in well with Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. She has the powers, the telekinetic powers. They can do a lot with that. Also too, you know, Arc System Works can make something happen, like, you know, she could possibly turn into the Phoenix or some shit like that, have a super move where she could turn into the Phoenix, do a little combo or whatever. it'll work out if Jean Grey were to come into this game. And I really do wish for Jean Grey to come into this game, because I really do want to see her in action when it comes to a fighting game, because we really never seen that when it comes to Jean Grey. Jean Grey would be a great addition to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. The second character I want to talk about obviously is Wolverine. Like I said in the previous video that I did when it came to Marvel Tokon, I said on record that Wolverine is pretty much a guarantee to be in this game. But you know, I'm still going to talk about him anyway. And like I said, it's only a matter of time before they reveal him. He's probably going to be the next character that they reveal. But Wolverine is definitely going to be in this game. And not only that, I do expect Wolverine to have his signature moves in the game. You know, the Berserker Barrage, you feel what I'm saying? That is one of his most signature moves. And I will have to say this, it's not something that Capcom created. As I'm showing here, the Berserker Barrage is a classic move of Wolverine. We've even seen Hugh Jackman do it in a lot of the X-Men movies. So the Berserker Barrage is a staple move of Wolverine, period. When it comes to this character, I really do expect Wolverine, when he is revealed, because we know he's going to get revealed soon, he's going to have his signature moves. And if Wolverine is revealed, y'all already know Wolverine is going to be a part of my legacy team, just as he was in Marvel vs. Capcom. So of course, like I said, Wolverine pretty much is a guarantee. We're just waiting on his reveal, and when he comes, I'm going to be so excited. The next character that I am hoping would show up when it comes to Marvel Tokon is my main man, the Punisher. And if y'all been following me for a long time, y'all would know that the Punisher is my all-time favorite Marvel character. I can't call him a superhero per se, but he is still my all-time favorite Marvel character, my all-time favorite comic book character. When it comes to Marvel or any other comic book, whatever, I puts nobody ahead of the Punisher, not even Spider-Man. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. The Punisher is always gonna be my #1 all-time comic book character. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And I honestly feel like the Punisher coming in this game, the Punisher would be absolutely crazy in this game. We've already seen what Dr. Doom can do in Marvel Tokon. Just think if the Punisher was in this game and the weaponry that he has, the Punisher would go buck crazy in this game. Shit, they could put his battle van in the game as a super move or some shit like that. The Punisher would go super crazy and he would be fun in this game. I am really hoping to God that Arc System Works puts the Punisher in this game. Now, the Punisher may not be revealed quickly, but hopefully he's in the base roster. If not, he should come as DLC. The Punisher needs to be in this game. We did not get the Punisher in any of the Marvel vs. Capcom games. The Punisher has been absent from a lot of games in general for the last decade or so, and it would be good to have the Punisher back in Marvel Tokon, because he would definitely fit with his arsenal and everything that he has going on. The Punisher would definitely fit into this game. And if he does come into this game, he would round off my legacy team when it comes to Marvel Tokon, because it's 4-on-4. And I always ask this question when it comes to the Punisher. What is the real difference between the Punisher and Max Payne? Because I really don't think there is a difference. I think these two characters are one and the same. They got the same backstory. They both were in the military. Both of their families were murdered. You know, the Punisher's family was murdered. Max Payne's family was murdered. They both went into a drunken haze. You know, the Punisher went crazy, went into a drunken haze. Max Payne went crazy, went into a drunken haze. Y'all feel what I'm saying? They both seek revenge and shit like that. So the Punisher and Max Payne are literally the same character. Y'all feel what I'm saying? It's just a food for thought, something that I like to put out there, because nobody really has been thinking about how similar the Punisher and Max Payne are. They not even really similar. They're practically the same character. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. I got a little bit off topic, but yeah, as far as the Punisher being in Marvel Tokon, the Punisher needs to be in this game. I'm really hoping that Arc System Works makes it happen, puts him in the game, because he would go absolutely crazy in this game. The next character that I hope to see in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is Daredevil. Daredevil was completely forgotten when it came to the Marvel vs. Capcom era. We did not see him at all when it came to the Marvel vs. games with Capcom, which was really disappointing. Daredevil still to this day does not even have a signature video game of his own that I know of. and Daredevil is one of my personal favorites when it comes to Marvel. So Daredevil coming into this game would be a breath of fresh air when it comes to Marvel fans and when it comes to these type of fighting games where you got team action and stuff like that. Like I said, man, it's time for a character like Daredevil to show up in one of these games. He should have been in the Marvel versus games, or at least a couple of them anyway. Don't know why he was left out or he was forgotten like that. Daredevil has some great powers, you know what I'm saying? He's got great powers. He's got senses just like Spider-Man. He's very agile just like Spider-Man. You know, he's kind of like Spider-Man 2.0. Let's just keep it all the way real. The only difference with Daredevil is it's just he doesn't throw webs and he doesn't stick to walls. That's it. Other than that, he's kind of like Spider-Man 2.0, but he still has his own personality and stuff like that. But Daredevil would definitely be a nice addition to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, and I hope he makes it in, because like I said, he's a personal favorite of mine. He's fun to read, fun to watch, and I hope Daredevil gets in. The next character that I want to see is Bishop. Bishop, another forgotten character when it came to the Marvel vs. Capcom era. Growing up, Bishop was in a couple of the X-Men adventure games, and he was a fun character to play as. He's also a fun character to watch, you know, growing up, watching the animated series and stuff like that. A real fan favorite when it comes to Marvel. Bishop, like I said, very forgotten, got great powers. He would definitely be a great addition when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if they reveal Bishop, the world is gonna go crazy. That's how much people love this character. This character is very loved and he is a fan favorite. And if he gets revealed by any chance when it comes to base roster or DLC, people are going to lose their minds because they absolutely love this character, and I hope he makes it in. The next character that I hope to see in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, as y'all already know, is Magneto. And I'm going to tell you right now, what is a Marvel fighting game without Magneto? Magneto is one of those characters, almost damn near a guarantee that he's going to be into this game. Probably going to be one of the next characters revealed on side of Wolverine, possibly. But like I said, I cannot see Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls without Magneto. I cannot see any type of Marvel fighting game without Magneto. I would be absolutely shocked if Magneto does not make it into this game, but I definitely think that he will. Magneto always been a fan favorite, one of the greatest super villains of all time, if you can call him that. Sometimes Magneto does have a change of heart. He switches back and forth between hero and villain, but at the same time, Magneto is a definite favorite amongst Marvel fans and comic book fans and fighting game fans. Everybody loves Magneto, and like I said, it would be a definite shock and somewhat of a disappointment if Magneto does not make it into this game. Magneto has to be in this game. I cannot see this game actually being released and Magneto is not in it. So Magneto, definitely a character that I'm hoping to see, and I think we will see when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. The next character that I want to see in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is the Falcon. Now, the Falcon is kind of like an unknown character because we really don't see him in this day and age. Y'all feel what I'm saying? He's not really on any of the games. He's really just in the comic books. So, you know, Marvel comic book veterans such as myself, y'all know who the Falcon is. And I feel like the Falcon needs his shine right now. This is a character, like I said, he does not get any type of recognition. And I kind of feel like, you know what, Arc System Works, I feel like they can make it happen with the Falcon. Y'all feel what I'm saying? He's an ally of Captain America, and I feel like the Falcon could be a fun character and very useful. We'll just have to see. But when it comes to the Falcon, I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that Arc System Works can put him in, whether it be base roster or DLC. The next character that I hope to see in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, hopefully they can put him in the base roster, is Carnage. That is right, man. Carnage is another character that definitely needs his shine. I understand Venom is the fan favorite when it comes to Marvel projects, but Carnage needs his shine. Carnage is one of those characters, they can definitely do a lot of crazy shit with him when it comes to special moves, super moves. It's a real great character, a real fun character, and I feel like if Carnage gets put into this game, this is a character that they can have great ideas for when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. You know, one of the best enemies of Spider-Man on side of Venom and a few others. It'll be something special to see Carnage in a game like Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. I hope Carnage makes it in. The next character that I hope to see in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, obviously, is the Incredible Hulk. Now, much like a couple of other characters, the Hulk is probably an instant guarantee to be in this game. but at the same time, even though he's iconic, you still got to talk about him. So when it comes to the Hulk, I hope the Hulk does make it. And like I said, the Hulk gonna be in this game, you know, and I hope he has all of his gamma moves, his gamma charges, you know, his famous slams, his multi-slams and shit like that. Hopefully the Hulk has all of that shit when he is revealed, because we already know the Hulk is going to be revealed pretty soon. You know, I don't know how many characters that they're going to reveal next at the same time, but I can almost guarantee the Hulk is going to be a part of that pack. And the way that Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls is shaping up, the art design, the gameplay, the Hulk is going to look absolutely crazy in this game. I cannot wait to see how the Hulk looks in this game. Boy. I'm telling you, Arc System Works, they're going to have the Hulk looking good. They're going to have him looking good. Green, one of my favorite colors too. Man, the Hulk going to be looking real good. I can't wait to see his gamma charges in this game. But yeah, the Hulk definitely going to be in this game. Definitely a guarantee. I hope he's in, which we all know he will be. Can't wait to see how he looks. And the last character that I'm going to talk about that I hope will make it into Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, hopefully as a base roster, if he makes it as DLC, that'd be cool too, is Iceman. Now, the reason why I'm saying Iceman and not really giving no other character no shine over him is because if y'all been following me, I've always been saying when it came to the Marvel vs. Capcom games, Iceman was one of my 3 characters, a part of my legendary trio. It was Iceman, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. So naturally, in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, I will want the same legacy trio. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And if the Punisher gets in, that's going to be a legacy forward. You feel me? So Iceman coming in, that's definitely going to be a great thing for me because I can put my team back together. And I'm going to say this too. It may not seem like it. Wolverine may be the best X-Man, but Iceman is my most favorite X-Man. And that's real talk. You feel what I'm saying? I may not show it, but it's the truth. Iceman is my favorite X-Men of all time. Definitely love the character. I love the character's personality. I love his relationship that he has with Rogue over the relationship that Rogue had with Gambit. I do not like that Rogue-Gambit relationship. Gambit is too old for her. I don't know why people like that relationship. I think it's sick. But, you know, that's a different topic for a different day. Like I said, Iceman, my most favorite X-Men character. I hope he makes it in, possibly in the base roster. I can get my team together and I can start whooping ass. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And before I wrap this all up, I do want to give some honorable mentions because like I said, it was really difficult putting this list together because there are hundreds of Marvel characters to choose from when it comes to a wish list. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So I want to give out some honorable mentions. Here they are right here. You know, the Black Panther, Deadpool, Jubilee, y'all feel what I'm saying? And a couple of other characters y'all see on the screen right here, Human Torch. And I hope these characters make it as well as the characters that I put on my wish list when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. And we're just going to have to wait and see. And we're all anticipating in excitement to see who gets revealed next. So my family, those are the 10 characters that I am wishing for and hoping for that will show up when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, whether it be base roster or DLC. And like I said, when it comes to a lot of these characters will be absolutely crazy in this game. The ideas that they can come up with a lot of these characters when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, especially the Punisher. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Punisher would be absolutely crazy in this game. But like I said, every single character that I have named will have a great move set when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. And like I said, hopefully Arc System Works makes it happen. I keep saying time and time again, it looks like this game is going to have a huge roster of Marvel characters. And I really do hope that these 10 characters that I have mentioned makes the base roster or DLC when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. So let me know what y'all think in the comments section below. What characters are you looking for to show up in Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls? Put your thoughts and y'all feelings in the comment section below. We could definitely get a conversation started because it's Marvel. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for more of this real talk shit. I am definitely going to be keeping my eye on this game, keeping my eye on information, and keeping my eye on future reveals. I am locked in when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls, and like I said, hopefully we'll hear something soon. As always, let's try to get these videos to 100 likes. It would definitely be appreciated because it makes everything easier when it comes to getting stuff out there and when it comes to people actually seeing what's going on when it comes to Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. My name is Demetrius. I will get back at you in the next video. God bless. Stay safe. I am out. Peace.